guys, so I was getting requests to show how I sew the elastic bands onto the closure, and right now I'm going to show you how I measure the bands and all that good stuff. So just imagine that this closure does not have the bands on them already. I just take the closure and I take the bands and I kind of measure my head and line it up with the closure like that. So again, just pretend the elastic bands are not on there. And I kind of mark that line by keeping my finger on there. And I kind of imagine the closure right there in that little area. So I also move like a ½ an inch going in so it can be a little tighter. Not going away, just going in. And I will cut that little part right there. So that's how I measure it. So basically I do the same thing that I did to the front to the back. Now again, imagine that elastic band in the back is not there. You know, imagine that is not there and the closure is like free. I will actually pull the closure back and hold it down and take the elastic band and measure the very back of the closure to the back of my neck. Make sure it's not too tight so you won't get a headache. You won't get a headache. And again, measure a ½ an inch inwards and then cut. Now this is a onychair.com Indian wavy closure I purchased a long time ago. I do not remember the inches. This is the smallest closure they sell. They have different sizes. This is the smallest one. And all you need is scissors, the closure, and a needle. And of course the elastic bands. And just sew it on. I sew it on the net, right on the net, on the edges. That's about it. Just sew it on like you would sew on anything. So the people that are wondering, that is sheer pantyhose that matches my skin tone that I got from Target. And you know, you can just sew that on the back of your closure so that when you lay the closure onto your, you know, your head, that it looks very natural. It actually looks like your scalp because it is the same color as my scalp. Now just keep sewing the elastic band on. It is kind of hard to sew through the elastic band, but you know, it's doable. So I just tie a knot and cut it, and that's about it. Then I just do the same thing to the other side, bring it on over and just sew it down. So you do the same thing to the back of the closure. Now I take the elastic band and just sew it at the very back onto the net. So I like to tug on it, you know, always tug on it to see if it's tight enough, because you don't want the elastic band to pop while you out and about. That would be very embarrassing. So that's about it with sewing on my elastic bands. Now I'm going to install it. I have my edges out and a little bit of my hairline out so that the closure can look very natural when I install it. Just slip on the closure. And some people wonder why I did not sew the closure onto the wig. The reason why is so that I can do just this. I can switch closures very easy and fast. Last time I had the Sassy Remy closure, which was a little straighter than this closure, and now I'm using my Indian Wavy, and I did not have to install the closure, you know, take it off of the wig and all that stuff. Now this is the Mongolian Body to Wavy. I did straighten it, and I did, you know, I did flat iron it and curl it. Now it is back wavy after I've wet it, so this hair can be straightened and it will wave back really easy and nicely. Now right now I'm going to sew the closure on. I do have a video on how I do all of this, and I'll put that in the information box. I just sew it all the way around. And that's about it. I already installed it and sewed it on, and this is how the hair looks. It is a little damp still, but it looks nice. It waved back up. I did color this hair on the bottom. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the concealer by MAC, or you can get any kind of concealer that matches your skin tone, and I hide the little line right there that's on the closure so it can look a little bit more natural. Blend it in, and that's it. So I will have all the information on this hair in the information box. I did review this hair. I have videos on this hair, and you know, even though I've straightened it and curled it and all that good stuff, the hair did curl, wave back up with no problem. It's still nice. I'm not experiencing that much shedding or tangling. So far so good. Again, that's the Onyc Mongolian Body to Wavy, and the closure is a Indian Wavy closure by Onyc. I will put all the information below. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys later.